Okay, today is the day for me to finally own the advertising project. Here's my ads account, and it's been running passively for almost about 9 months. And as you can see, we spent 35,000, but it's weird that you cannot change currency once you sign up for an account. And I signed up for this one in Thailand, so obviously they put Thai baht in here. Anyways, we spent slightly more than 1 grand, and it's been running for a long, long while. I have always been hopeful that at some point we are going to convert at least one customer. So I was running competitor campaigns. Eventually, 6 months in, we converted a customer at 2+ grand. So that makes the total return on investment go more than 100%. And what's also great about that is the fact that we have a very low churn. So less than 5%, I would say, of people leave the platform. And that's the data of over the last 2.5, 3 years. So people stay on the platform, and that makes a very nice lifetime value. So I knew that eventually we're going to go into green here. And it took 6 months. And now when I have this maybe more psychological proof of concept, I'm going to double down on the ads and see what else I can do here. I've only harvested 400 clicks at 1 grand, and I would love to bump that number up. And I would need traffic for that, and I cannot get enough traffic share from competitors. And I just want competitors campaigns to be there. I don't necessarily expect that they're going to be crazy converting, and it's very difficult for us to figure out attribution because we're a small team, and we don't use Google Analytics, we don't use GTM. So all the way until this point, it was set up in a very simple way. So if I go to Polotno LP Imagely, I would have these landing pages that I built out in Framer, and those are going to be targeted around our competitors, like I said. And we're using Plausible Analytics. I think it's Plausible.io. Yep. We use this, and inside Plausible, I just created a bunch of goals, and that's how I'm able to track conversion rate. So this is a very, very simple setup. But when it comes to competitor campaigns, I believe that we are paying for visibility. And because it's very difficult to track down who actually made a purchase and how much ads influence that. And as a small startup with a very limited reach, I would rather take that. And I think that that's a good deal. And one conversion, even though it happened over a long period of time, somewhat proves the point. So what I want to do here, I want to bump up the number of clicks significantly. And I cannot do that with just competitor campaigns. I don't want to ramp up the budget too much. What I found, though, is a bunch of keywords here in Notion that I can attack. And a lot of these keywords seem to be like a very good idea. I actually wrote a bunch of articles around these keywords, and some of them are ranking, but not all of them. Hopefully one day they're gonna pop up in search more often. But what I want to try here is maybe go after things like Canva white label. I believe that this is a high intent keyword, and people would probably want to have Canva-like capabilities in their product. JavaScript create canvas programmatically. That's a very specific one, but I believe that you can use a lot of different free tools for creating canvases programmatically. Maybe I'll try tackling this one. So what I want to do actually is go through this list and pick a whole bunch of keywords and spread out the added budget. I think I'm going to go from $1,000 that we spent over 8-9 months, and I'm gonna ramp it up to a monthly budget and see what happens. And I'm gonna pick a bunch of keywords from here. I'll pick the most interesting ones. The volume is gonna be an issue because I pulled these values from SEMrush. The volume is gonna be an issue because most of these are low volume keywords, but some of them are very interesting and high intent ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect these keywords into groups, and I will build landing pages accordingly. I don't want to build too many landing pages though, so I'll try going sparingly, try to group them out, ramp up the budget, and see what happens. I'm going to be partnering with Adam from First Spark Digital. He's going to be taking over this account and he's going to be sharing insights, monitoring it, making sure that there's no overspend, that he tweaks things along the way. And that's going to be a huge boost here. Obviously, I'm really curious to see if this account can scale. I am hopeful, but who knows? Let's see what happens. And yeah, we're going to see how ads are performing for Polotna. I believe that in the very first month, we're going to have very good feedback. Sweet. Let's do it.